Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and if you're new here, my name is Edward Smith and welcome to my YouTube channel. And in today's video we're going to be comparing the Kali Audio LP6s to the Yamaha HS5s. A lot of you guys have commented and asked me which pair of studio monitors you should be going for because they are around the same price, but funny enough the differences between the two are actually quite big. So in today's video we're going to be doing this comparison. We're going to be looking at all of the features, the build quality, and obviously a sound quality test comparison to hopefully help you pick the perfect pair for your home studio setup. So before we jump into things, I'd first like to ask you to please smash that subscribe button down below, especially if you're someone that's interested in home studio gear and home studio equipment. And secondly, if you end up being interested in these studio monitors, I will leave them linked down in the description below as well. And then last but not least, make sure you stick around all the way till the end because I am going to be doing a sound test comparison, which is probably the most fun part when comparing these studio monitors. I'd also like to remind that over the next few days and weeks, I'm going to be doing quite a few individual comparisons between studio monitors like I'm doing in today's video, just to give you a little bit more detail and depth with each pair of studio monitors before I do a full comparison of all of them all together so that you can pick the perfect pair for your specific setup. But without any further ado, let's jump into this comparison between the Kali Audio LP6s and the Yamaha HS5s and see what these studio monitors are all about. So usually when I do these comparisons, I start with all the similarities and then I move on to the differences. But with these two specific studio monitors, there aren't that many similarities at all. The only thing that's quite similar is the price, where the Yamaha HS8 costs around $200 per monitor, where the Kali Audios cost around $170 to $180. That is pretty much the only closely similar thing that they have. Otherwise, in terms of size, in terms of design, unique features, everything is different with these studio monitors. Starting off with the Yamaha HS5s, the size of these studio monitors have a 5-inch cone in the front with a 1-inch tweeter, whereas your Kali Audios also have a 1-inch tweeter at the top, but they have a 6.5-inch cone, so you have a much bigger cone there, which is obviously going to get you a little bit more low end compared to that of the Yamaha HS5. The second difference is that our bass reflex port on the Yamaha HS5s are on the back, where you have this nice big bass reflex port, probably double the size of the Yamaha HS5s on the front, which means you're going to get a lot more low end coming straight onto your ears from the front of these studio monitors, where all the bass is being blasted out on the back of the HS5. So even more extra low end with these studio monitors, which obviously at that price of around $170 to $80, which is cheaper than the Yamaha HS5s, is what you're looking for. You want to have that extra low end. So far this studio monitor is definitely ticking a lot more boxes for what you want in a budget pair of studio monitors compared to the Yamaha HS5s. The part where the Yamaha HS5s do really well though is the overall build quality of these studio monitors. A lot heavier, better build quality, the knobs, the back features, everything feels a lot more solid than that of the Kali Audio LP6s. The knob and everything on this studio monitor isn't as quality in terms of build and feel compared to the Yamaha HS5s. But then moving back to the Kali Audio LP6s, with this studio monitor you're getting a lot more feature and setup options for your specific room design, with the pictures and the switchboard that allow you to set these up in such a unique space that you're getting the best out of them for your specific room, whereas the Yamaha HS5s just have a few switches for highs and lows. Nothing crazy, nothing unique and special for these studio monitors compared to the Kali Audio LP6s. Moving on to frequency response, both of these studio monitors do a very good job of being as flat as possible, especially at their budget price. But when you look at the frequency graphs at the top here, you can definitely tell that the Kali Audio LP6s are a lot more flat than the Yamaha HS5s. Not that much more, but with the Yamaha HS5s, you're getting a lot more bumps and ups and downs in the mid to high frequencies, which means you're going to get more brightness, and because the cone is small and all these kinds of things, these studio monitors are going to be a lot more mid-range and high-range sensitive. where these are a lot more flat and a lot more honest. So when we jump to the sound test comparison now, you're definitely going to be able to tell that this studio monitor is a lot more honest and dead and flat, which is what you want out of a pair of studio monitors, where these are probably going to be quite bright and you'll probably pick up that you think that they sound better, but you want to have the most honest sound overall. So it all depends on what works for you, but like I said, in terms of frequency response, the Kali Audio LP6s are definitely the most flat to go for.
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. You see the drip, yeah, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. You see the drip, yeah, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. I've been on the flex since flex on. Neighborhood all in your eardrums. I ain't never scared like Bone Crush. Boy, I got God, don't fear none. My line busy, take no calls. Feels like I don't have no flaws. Snakes in the grass, cut those off. Yo, squad shitty, my bros rock. No breaks, we go, 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 go. Throw shade, that's a no, 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 no. Go high, go low, low, low. Like spinning in a 644. Cash money like 504. Ball like AD24. No sleep, need more, more, more. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. You see the drip, yeah, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus.
Now, for my final overview between the Kali Audio LP6s and the Yamaha HS5s after comparing their size difference, their features and the sound quality, I have to say that both of these studio monitors do a very good job. I think that the Yamaha HS5s sound fantastic, and it's the reason that they're one of the best mixing pair of studio monitors that you could go for. Yes, it does have a little bit more mid-range, a little bit brighter, but they do sound really, really good, and if you get your song sounding good on these, it will sound good anyway. When it comes to comparing these to the Kali Audio LP6s, it might be a little bit unfair because you are getting a bigger cone, 1.5 inch bigger of a cone than the Yamaha HS5. So that 6.5 inch cone is going to give you that extra low end which you want for a studio monitor, especially at this price and with this comfortable size. Plus you have that bass reflex port in the front, so you're getting that extra well balanced low end, whereas what we saw with the Yamaha HS5, when you look at the frequency response, we were getting a dip in that low end, where here we're just getting it solidly flat. So I think overall, if you're looking for a flat pair of studio monitors that you can trust, that's really going to do a good job with features that are going to help you set them up better for your specific environment and your room, the Kali Audio LP6s are a fantastic option to go for. If you want to go for studio monitors that have been used and trusted by professionals that have done the job every single time already and aren't as new to the market as the Kali Audio LP6s, that are even a little bit more expensive, but you may be brand loyal to Yamaha, or you also just want to have a good pair of studio monitors that you maybe want to resell in future because they also have quite a good value, then the Yamaha HS5s are a great option for you. But at the end of the day, what I want to say is whichever pair you go for, you can't pick a wrong pair. Both of these studio monitors sound fantastic and both of them will get the job done. So that brings this video to an end of my comparison between the Kali Audio LP6s and the Yamaha HS5s. And just a reminder that if you are interested in these studio monitors, I have left them linked down in the description below. Secondly, if you have any questions about today's video or on these studio monitors in general, just leave a comment down below and I'll try and get back to you as soon as I can. But other than that, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please do give it a thumbs up. And if you loved it, subscribe down below and I will see you for another video next time.